The BET Hip Hop Awards and the BET Soul Train Awards are no longer being televised.
Tonight, some big changes are coming to two of music's biggest celebrations. BET says the Soul Train Awards and the BET Hip Hop Awards are being suspended indefinitely. In a new interview with Billboard, CEO Scott Mills said the network is rethinking how it celebrates Black culture and music, looking for new ways to connect with fans. The Soul Train Awards have honored R&B and soul legends since the 80s. The Hip Hop Awards have largely been held right here in Atlanta, starting back in 2006 at the Fox Theater. Right now, there is no timeline on if or when these shows may return.
Yo, so here it is here. You now heard it. The BET Hip Hop Awards and the BET Soul Train Awards have been suspended. Now, CEO for BET, Scott Mills, was doing an interview the other day, and he just mentioned and kind of let out the bag. What some of us have known for a while in the industry is that these shows, really, the bottom line, they're not making money. Last year, just for example, the BET Awards, which is the big award for all of them, was down 50%. Now, Scott Mills talked about the fact that that could be due to a changing of the date from its traditional last Sunday in June to a Monday this time because of a big sporting event that they had this year. So they tried to change it. And due to that, 50% of the BET Awards, which is the biggest awards, went down in viewership. But the same thing has been happening in the Hip Hop Awards and also the Soul Train Awards. I mean, if you watched it, you could kind of tell that although they might have interesting acts, good acts, just the whole promotion behind it, the sponsorship, it just is not as big as it used to be, and people are not tuning in. There's been a changing, and this is what Scott Mills said, is a changing of the media. Media is being consumed in so many different ways. Now they're talking about, can it be on another platform? Could it be on BET Plus? Could it be on there online? What are the other ways, and what are the ways that people are, consuming a lot of their content now? And they have to figure it out in order to make it make sense. Was watching the Breakfast Club the other day, and same thing Charlamagne was just saying, is like, we need people to support these award shows. So if you're not getting the biggest acts, if you're not getting the Kendricks, if you're not getting Drake, if you're not getting, Lil Baby, if you're not getting these artists, the Baby, to perform, Travis Scott, then no one's really taking it as this is the, I need to tune in and watch, and I need to be supportive of it. So we really need to make sure that we support these shows when they're out, because it ain't until they're gone that now you realize, oh snap, dang, I'm gonna miss it this year. Well, you're gonna miss it because it hasn't been supported by our artists and by our fans. So fans, we need to be telling our artists that they need to be showing up. Don't get in your little silo and feeling yourself and just think that, okay, my fan base is just gonna come out to my shows. No, we need to promote these shows. These are traditional shows. These are cultural shows that really identify with who we are as a culture. So if you feel upset about, the fact that the BET Awards, the Hip Hop Awards, or that the Soul Train Awards are not going to be here, you're going to miss it. We need to voice our opinions. You got to be out there. You got to speak up. You got to tag your favorite artists, tell them support, and we got to turn in viewership. We have to watch and we have to support it. And that's not something that we should just take lightly. That's something that we should do. As a person who, I used to work and do the production for the BET Awards and the Hip Hop Awards. And what we did was we did a lot of the packages for the honorees. So if somebody was the Entertainer of the Year, whatever, I would go interview them, talk with them, film them, pretty much do a mini movie about their life. So I'm very familiar with what it takes in these award shows to put them together, but they have to be supported. And that goes back to you guys as the fans to make sure we tuning in. So that's my word of the day, man. Make sure y'all tuning in and supporting our shows, or else they'll be canceled like they are now, man. So, so long to, I'm sure it'll be back at some point in time, but so long to the BET Hip Hop Awards, man. Long run, killing it, giving hip hop a voice. And then also Soul Train Awards, man, that's where we get our R&B and really holding it down. Rapsy Hollywood, and guess what? I'm out.